Good morning, children. In the previous class we discussed blood vessels and today we will be discussing blood. Okay, so the component of transport system or circulatory system are heart, blood vessels and blood. We have completed heart, blood vessels. Today we will be discussing blood. Okay, so blood is called the mobile fluid connective tissue. We have learned in 9th class. Okay, children, and this blood, when oxygenated, is bright red in color, and deoxygenated it is dark red in color. Okay, blood forms 8 to 10% of the body weight. It is saltish in taste, alkaline in nature, and the pH of blood is 7.4. okay, and this blood keeps on circulating in the blood vessels and transports various materials to different organs. Okay, and then this study of blood is called hematology. Okay, children, and then blood has two components, that is plasma and formed cellular elements. Okay, if you see blood under microscope, you can see cell-like structure. Okay, therefore it is called as formed cellular element, that is of three types, that is erythrocytes, leukocytes and thrombocytes. Okay, so blood consists of 55 to 58% of plasma and 45 to 42% of corpuscles or cells. Okay, so approximately you can say 60% of the blood is plasma and remaining 40% consists of corpuscles. Okay, so today we will be learning about plasma, children. Plasma is the intercellular fluid present between the cells of the blood. Okay, it is present between the cells. Okay, and the volume of this intercellular fluid is so high that the cells are not attached to each other, and these cells in the blood flow to different organs in our body. Okay, whereas in other tissues the volume of the intercellular fluid is so less, so negligible, that the cells are compactly packed, okay, attached to each other, forms tissues, organs and are located at particular site. Okay, so blood is the only tissue that circulates in our body, so it is called as mobile fluid connective tissue. Okay, so now we will be learning about plasma. So plasma is a intercellular fluid. It is a liquid part of the blood and therefore it is called the matrix of the blood. Okay, so plasma is called the matrix of the blood, and it is alkaline in nature, and 85 to 90% of the plasma blood is 60% of the blood is plasma, children. 85 to 90% of the plasma is water. Okay, and plasma also consists of various inorganic and organic salts. Okay, so first we'll learn what are the inorganic salts present in the plasma. Okay, so the inorganic salts are, children, they are chlorides, bicarbonates, sulfates, phosphates of sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and iron. Okay, so see here I am writing, children. What is that one? It is chlorides, then bicarbonates, HCO3, sulfates, SO4, phosphates, PO4 of sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and iron. Okay, so these are the inorganic salts present in the plasma. Okay, and iron, iodine and phosphorus is present in small quantity. Okay, and chlorides and bicarbonates of sodium is present in large quantity. Okay, so the inorganic salts chlorides and bicarbonates of sodium are present in large quantity. Iron, iodine and phosphorus is present in small quantity. So the total content of inorganic salt in plasma is 0.85 to 0.9%. Okay, 0.85 to 0.9%. Understood, children? And then this plasma also consists of organic salts, and the organic salts are First, sugar, okay, that is glucose, fatty acids, amino acids, urea, lipids and proteins. Understood? So these are the organic salts present in the plasma, okay. And then it also consists of small amount of vitamins and hormones, okay. And the total content of organic salts in plasma is 6 to 8%. Understood, children? 6 to 8%. And then other than this, plasma also consists of proteins, okay. So what are the proteins present in the plasma? They are, see here I have written, okay, proteins present in the plasma are heparin, albumin, globulin, fibrinogen and prothrombins, okay children. So heparin is very important. It prevents the clotting of the blood in the blood vessels during blood transfusion, okay. So it does not allow the blood to clot. Understood? Next, albumin is a major protein present in our body, in our blood, and this protein, it helps in the transport of material and it maintains osmotic pressure in the blood, okay. Next, globulin, it does the function of transporting material, maintenance of osmotic pressure in the blood. It also helps in defense reaction, okay. It also helps in defense reaction, that is, it also kills the germs and bacteria that enters our body, okay. Next, fibrinogen and prothrombins, these are the proteins that helps in the formation of clotting of blood in the blood vessel during injuries, okay. So very often he asks the function of heparin and fibrinogen and prothrombins, okay. So heparin prevents the clotting of blood. It does not allow the blood to clot, okay, which is very useful in blood transfusion, okay children. It does not allow the blood to clot in the blood vessel, okay. So it prevents the clotting of the blood, whereas fibrinogen and prothrombins helps in the formation of the clot when the blood vessels are injured, okay. So these are the proteins present in the plasma, and the total content of inorganic salt in plasma is 0.85 to 0.9%, okay. Large quantity of inorganic salt present in the plasma is chlorides and bicarbonates of sodium. Small quantity of inorganic salt in the plasma is iron, iodine and phosphorus, okay. And then the organic salts is 6 to 8%. Understood, children? And this is about the plasma, okay. If you want to read the composition of the blood, what and all is present in the blood, okay children, then what you have to do, take a test tube, okay, and then collect few ml of blood from nearest doctor or primary health center and add sodium oxalate or sodium citrate crystals in the test tube, okay. So before you collect the blood, you take this salt, sodium oxalate and sodium citrate, and then collect few ml of blood and then shake the test tube and keep it undisturbed. Close the mouth of the test tube with a plug of cotton, okay. So like this, you take crystals here, then collect few ml of blood here, okay. Then close the mouth of the test tube with the cotton plug, okay. And then after some time you can see a red sediment settled here and a clear straw color fluid up, okay. Then slowly tilt the test tube and pour down this upper fluid, okay. Then you add 10 ml of 0.9% of sodium chloride solution, okay. So 10 ml of 0.9% of sodium chloride solution is called saline, okay. And then add that, again you can see a clear fluid, that is what is called plasma, okay. So plasma is collected without allowing the blood to clot, whereas serum, after the blood is clotted, you can see again water drops, okay. So that is what is called as serum. Understood, children? So serum is formed on the clot, okay, whereas plasma is collected without allowing the blood to clot, okay. We can read the composition of blood. We can also see the blood cells, okay. How you can see blood cells, children? Collect few ml of blood. This red sediment is in take it on a test tube, take it on a glass slide. Take another glass slide, drag that one, okay, and then keep these two glass slides attached like this in X-Cbse solution, okay. Then for 3 to 5 minutes you keep it in X-Cbse solution and then take it out. Then keep that for 5 to 10 minutes in ethyl alcohol. Okay, and then you observe that slide under the microscope. We can see all the different types of blood cells in the blood. Okay, so first few this red sediment, take it on a glass slide. Okay, then take another slide, drag that like this, paste both the slide, keep it in X-Cbse solution. Okay, for 2 to 3 minutes or some 4 minutes like that. Then again take it out and keep it in ethyl alcohol. Okay, both the slides, and then you observe under microscope. We can see all the cells in the microscope. Okay, so in the next class we will be discussing different types of cells in the blood. Okay, so note down this children. That's it. Thank you.